Hi, everybody. If you're watching this video, um, you're watching this video because either you missed class on Zoom today on Wednesday, or you missed some of the class, or you just want to go over what we learned in class. Okay, so this video is for any of those people. Basically, we had a chance to talk about negative numbers today, and we talked about all sorts of examples of where people actually see negative numbers. I mean, some people would see negative numbers in money. When they go down an elevator, you can see negative numbers. Or some of you see negative numbers when we talk about video games. So we talked about what do you know about negative numbers and where in the world do you see negative numbers. Okay. We had a chance to do all of these activities, which we'll see in this video. We talked about our norms. We also talked about the importance of continuing to ask questions when you're confused. We call those clarifying questions. So when you're confused, ask a clarifying question. So that makes sense. We also added a new norm, which is looking at a problem in different ways will increase understanding. Today's lesson was on positive and negative numbers on a number line, which is the title here in the middle. We talked about positive money. Positive money means getting more money or winning more money. Positive money means deposit money in your bank account. So there's a new word called deposit. Deposit means to increase the amount of money in your bank account. We talked about negative money. Negative money means the opposite. It means you lose money. Negative money also means you're withdrawing money from your bank account. And this is a picture below of someone withdrawing lots of money. So when we talk about the word withdraw, it also means to decrease the amount of money that is in your bank account. So there's two words that are important, especially in the future when you have your own bank account. The word deposit means to increase the amount of money, but withdrawing is removing money. And so it's a negative word, withdraw. We went on to Nearpod, and we had a chance to practice something on Nearpod. Now this code is not usable anymore, but if you go back to Google Classroom, there's another Nearpod code that you can use if you want to practice what we did in class today. On Nearpod, we talked about what a number line looks like with positives and negatives. Zeros in the middle. Positive numbers are on the right. Negative numbers are on the left. Notice that if you start at 0 in the middle and you go left, notice how it goes from 0, -1, -2, and so on. We also learned another word called integers. Now, integers can be positive, negative, or 0. And if you look at the directions over there, it says write an integer that represents each amount. So for example, when someone says you deposit $12, you can say 12 or positive 12. When we say we deposit $15, what's that? It's 15. When we withdraw $5, what do we write for that? What integer do we write? We write -5. Or if we withdraw $8, what do we write for that? -8. And we also saw some examples. We also had to put these integers on a number line, and we had a chance to practice that. We also talked about this idea called elevation. Elevation. Elevation is how high a place is above sea level. If you see this sign below on the road, your elevation is 6,000 feet. That means you are 6,000 feet above the water. So that's what elevation is. On Google, it says here San Francisco's elevation is 52 feet. Therefore, San Francisco is 52 feet above sea level. Whenever we talk about sea level, we'll always call that zero. It's where the top of the water is. But if you are below sea level, you're in the negative. Below means negative. And if you are below sea level, that means you are actually in the water. You're underwater. Positive elevation. So if you look at this picture, it's a great picture. Positive elevation is in the air or on land. Sea level is at zero. Negative elevation is in the water. So if you are above sea level, you're in the positive. Then we practice an activity based on sea level and elevation. There's a keyword called above right here. So a dog jumped 5 feet above sea level. So we wrote positive 5 or just 5. A bird that flies 20 feet above sea level, that's just 20. A boat floating on the surface of the water, that's just 0. And a shark swimming 10 feet below, it's just negative 10. And then we practice putting those numbers on this vertical number line. It's a number line that goes up and down. We didn't get to slide 20, but we jumped straight into Seesaw. And that's where you find your asynchronous assignment. In Seesaw, you're going to go into Clever. So you need to go to that website. This is really important because your homework's on here. You're going to go to Clever. You're going to log in with Google. You're going to go to that page. Then you're going to go to Seesaw, which is right here. You're going to click that logo. And then you're finally in Seesaw. After you get into Seesaw, you're going to go look for my class. Our class right here. CCS Math 6. Now, it might say 6.2, 6.3, 6.1, whatever it is, as long as you're in the math class. And then you go to Activities. Then you're going to look for the green button that says Add Response. And then after that, you just have to do the activity. And once you're done with the activity, you're done with Seesaw. Then you go back to Google Classroom. Then you mark it as done. Okay? So your asynchronous assignment is on Seesaw. It's called Which is Greater? And that would be due Thursday, September 17th. Okay? So that is the assignment. I hope that helps. Feel free to rewind the video if you need to. Pause the video if you need to. Email us. Go to workshops if you need help. Okay? Take care. Have a great day. Good luck with the asynchronous assignment.